Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. On the Bills sideline is Sean McDermott. His guys got the season started on a high note, a home victory in the opener. Opposite him, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His guys, on the other hand, weren't as fortunate in the opener, so they'll look for a season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Able to slither by. And it's a pretty good return here, so they get this up to the 29. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Fields. Fighting Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Hall want to give up the middle. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 24. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Off play action, Fields. His pass complete to Rucker. From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 21-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here's Fields. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The Folks' kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And prior to last season, his team asked him to put everyone on his back and carry them to success, and he did exactly that. Now, at this point in his career, all he cares about is postseason success and finding a way to get his team to a Super Bowl.
A gain of 18 on the play.
Allen off the play fake. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Shakes off the sack. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. to the air. Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 7-yard line.
They run for the first time with James Cook. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Well, this defense for the Bills, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do?
That's caught inside the 20. And he will be taken down inside the Buffalo 20. That one good for 37 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Rolling to his left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Justin Fields, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are once again back in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And the Bills' first down.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, 28 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down the field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In motion right, that's Wilson. Fields now to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jets. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. T.J. Sanders in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up. But once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, and make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
To throw is Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Austin McNamara comes on to punt. Back deep is Brandon Condrick. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
19 yards. 1st down, Buffalo.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it here. Why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Really an excellent run. Sidestepping tacklers on his way to a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
The ball under 32. It's 2nd and 2.
32-yard line.
Here's Cook again. Oh, heck of a move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
The 1st carry now. This is Johnson. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Bills at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Allen. Shakir hauls it in. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Throwing now is Allen. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, the Bills send out Brad Robbins to punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. He'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Fields. This pass out wide to Hall. And down he'll go at the 25.
Brings up 3rd down.
Back to throw. Fields. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 1. They'll go again with Hall. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Fields, such an athletic quarterback, gets him the 1st.
First down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a first and 10 here. Ball has it knocked loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
James Cook running back out now. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. And he'll get it inside the 35.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Touchdown. Josh Allen with career touchdown number 70. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to get this out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Here's home again. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now it's Fields. And he completes it to Wilson.
Fields pass. Complete to
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
From the 46, here's 2nd and 2. Now Fields. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's a gain of 21 yards. And the Jets, first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. There's a short one. It's caught by Tanner. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down.
Another Jets.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Justin Fields with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-17. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second down and a yard.
An 8-yard gain brings up second down at the 33-yard line.
Allen gonna throw. Completes it to Coleman. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 32.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's second down and 10.
Now Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The Jets going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Here's Fields. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
18. That's good for a
Fields. They'll get that one to Taylor, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. He will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. And now we get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Folks' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So a tight one so far, 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
In the game you're watching, not much to separate these two sides through 2 quarters. A 1-point game at the half. As we get you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think...
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
The Jets will line up for a two-point lead.
They'll try to run it here. And he is not going to make it to the goal line. So the defense holds, and this remains a 5-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Beginning this series with a handoff to Coit. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Palmer. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw, it's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They'll set up the screen with Davis. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll run it. Here's Cook. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. Now Allen. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. To the air, Allen. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Looking to put a drive together. In motion left goes Reynolds. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Flush to his right. And he's brought down, getting this one out to about the 35. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Straight ahead is Hall. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down.
That's another Jets. First down.
Hall again. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brought down by Terrell Bernard. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Now Allen.
26-yard line.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Brings up third and 6.
From the gun on third down, Fields. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
For another Jets. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10. A handoff for Hall. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
They'll give to Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking for plays. Oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is first and 10 right now.
First down, Bill.
Here's Allen. This one complete to Coleman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. looks to throw. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First down, Buffalo.
A first down carry for Davis. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. Second down coming up.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills are back within a couple of the lead.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he is now getting into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You're a little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
The Bills are
Allen will try to throw for it. And now he's going to go down. Big sack and they're running into the time.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to I don't like to chase a lot of points, but I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields heading back out there. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with ways to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those opportunities into big plays. Allen here on the screen. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
by Shaq Thompson. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's a give to Hall. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Now, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. Nifty move. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Coleman has it here right side. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the 1st down. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
37-yard punt, a return of 4. And the Jets will take over. New York's offense back out there and set to go. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
For a Jets. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up.
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I didn't I?
Anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. 79 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Fields now to throw. Throw left side to Reynolds. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run here with Hall. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. T.J. Sanders in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had throughout this game, you'd almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
The Bills' offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Allen. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Gets around him. And all the way down to the 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
First down, Bill.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Spinning away. Down at the 35. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. Nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on third down to move it closer. Rolling to his right. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Play action, Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing now is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. A field goal from this spot will be 51 yards. He'll try to move it closer on third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
A 51-yard attempt.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. What a huge play. We could have been watching the go-ahead point sail through the uprights instead. Special teams coming through with a huge block.
And I think we just throw strategy out the window here. Forget all that. We just saw the biggest moment of the game, and that could have been the most decisive play at that moment.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Fields. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, it's Allen. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, 39 yards. And the Bills have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead is up to 5. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he returns this to the 22. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back to throw. Fields. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2nd and 12.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
For another Jets. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulating right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
For Fields, that's going to break his own NFL record for rush yards in a game by a quarterback. Originally set as a member of the Bears back in 2022 with 178. He's just topped it with that last run. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what And that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Terrell Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Buffalo.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Allen to throw. Staying on his feet. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ballgame. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Williams to return. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now Justin Fields and the Jets down by 5. A minute 25 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jets.
Back to throw, Fields. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Incomplete.
Now Fields. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for a Jets.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go. Here's Fields. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
All eyes on Fields. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They snap it to Fields. Oh, he had to force it there on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And the Bills have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,
Pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Bills, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA.